Hi Taurus, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of October 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind, of course, this is general, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I'll make sure to check out your other placements within your chart for more messages once you finish watching this reading. But as well, I do appreciate your requests for personal readings. If you so wish to do so, the information is down below to reach out via email, and I'll get that started for you. That was the most random wording. I never say it that way, but anyways, let's proceed and start pulling from this deck. I did channel 2 messages for you. I more than appreciate your likes, your comments, and your subscriptions to the channel if you haven't done so already. But the 2 messages, the first one was heading towards the money, and the second one was gaining the attention you deserve. Gaining the attention you deserve. I feel like in one way, shape, or form, or in multiple ways, you're in the spotlight, and people are, okay, I feel like in one, if not multiple situations, there's somebody or several people making you a little bit nervous, or the energy in there could be your spirituality, multiple aspects. But I do feel like overall, if you look at the bigger picture, things are so much better than they used to be. And people are noticing you. Your business is growing. Your job spotlight attention is taking an increase. For some of you, some select Taurus is drawn to this reading, that attention might be making you a little bit nervous, but I do feel like you are just thriving through it all, even if you don't fully realize it, okay? Or recognize it. I do sense that you're quite busy, even if people don't think you are. What do we have for Taurus? I feel like at certain points the struggle is real, but you just are growing through it all. Light bulb. I do sense that somebody's gaining a creative idea from spirit in regards to a new business idea, an extension for your business. It could be in regards to impressing people at work, you name it. But I do feel like you're also being pushed to acquire a new income source, whether again that has to do with your business, has to do with some passive income. It could be a part-time job or a full-time one, depending on your situation. And I really do feel like you're pretty damn well spoken throughout the month. When you slip up on your words occasionally, or it just doesn't come out, it could be spirit, or you could just be overly tired, or again, the energy in the air potentially. But I do sense that there's a lot of entrepreneurs drawn to this reading, okay? When that light bulb goes off, they just said, write it down. Write it down. You have a lot going on, and it's very possible for spirit to wipe away your memory to an extent. So allow for oneself, or make it hard for you to remember. So just write it down, okay? Inspiration coming into play. Animals coming into play. Nature as well. The sunlight will be your friend, but the moonlight will speak to your success more so. I really do feel like you're an inspiration to those you're wrapped up with, or wrapped up with your work, okay? Let them tune in and be inspired, as it creates a trickling effect. They're showing me a water droplet sort of expanding in an ocean or a lake, whatever the case may be, or even a puddle. And I really do feel like that's the vibe that's taking place as word of mouth comes into play. People just are inspired, mention you, and or just send your video, your social media posts, or just your word gets out in the work environment, right? I just feel like you're spreading, all right? There's a bit of, and I'm not surprised to hear there's a bit of fame and fortune sort of vibe about your future coming into play. And I do feel like you are seeing money come in slowly for the most part, but you're all the meanwhile being reminded that you're in the midst of certain stepping stones towards a lot of success, okay? Now, for some, you're seeing money flow in certain chunks, okay? Or, you know, in one big chunk, certain other small chunks, but then you're also seeing, or a steady paycheck. But I do feel like for the most part, you're seeing the success you're achieving, the growth of your business or through your work, being more extravagant, right? Larger than the money that's coming in, but being pushed to recognize that that will lead to more income moving forward, okay? And there's also, once again, that push for that second or third form of income. Potentially seeing random social media posts in regards to other people's income, how they do what they do, or just being pushed to see how different you are in comparison to, and how you do what you do for work in comparison to other people that do something similar. Does that make sense? But I do feel like there's, in ways like that, even in pushes to Google something, to pick up a book, right, to read an article, you are pushed to gain more knowledge in regards to what you're meant to be accomplishing. It could be connected to this idea. I do feel like for some of you, you're thinking about a contract or expecting one in the future. Paperwork coming into play. I feel like a lot of writing down, a lot of doodling, just creative energy taking place. With the butterfly card, I do feel like you are transforming through your work, okay? And you're seeing your business or your project, your hobby, your job transforming as well. Some of you seeing a change in the work environment that you're not super thrilled with, but then adjust quite nicely to it. And it may even benefit you more so moving forward than you would have expected, or anybody else would have expected. I do feel like there's a bit of you feeling like you're on stage at a certain point and wondering if it's really the appropriate time to be on stage, but Spirit's saying abso-freaking-lutely, absolutely. There are moments where there's frivolous spending, okay? I'm just going to say that, as you can see that on the butterfly card. Spirit's seeing you as somebody who isn't so concerned about money to the furthest extent that you, trusting is the word I'm getting, that you're able to just, or allowing oneself to spend to benefit one's health, or just to live a comfortable life, or even potentially to help somebody else for a select few. But I do feel like you're being pushed to, okay, buckle up, because it's going to be a crazy ride towards your fame and fortune, but to reel it back in at certain points when it's not a completely necessary purchase, because you may just be pushed to delay that to a further time when you have that other source of income coming in or something of the sort. I feel like purchase what's necessary and then just distract oneself through busy work or just relaxation, self-care, all the meanwhile. Socializing will be key for you. I do feel like you're doing a lot of speaking. As you can hear, I'm ranting a lot, but I do feel like people are wanting to communicate with you as well, okay? Make sure to answer all the emails that entail a response, okay? I feel the need to say that. It will keep clientele, customers coming back for more, feeling important. It will leave things, don't leave things unaddressed, okay? And when you feel like you need to do something, Spirit's giving you that vibe. I feel like recently you've got the message or the feeling to do something and you didn't, and then it didn't benefit you moving forward. You're like, well, shit, I probably should have done that before. So just recognize that in certain unobvious ways, Spirit is guiding you and helping you, okay? It could benefit your work or just your work day, I feel the need to say, or moments when you're at home, given that is a financial investment. Yeah, I do feel like there's a secret stash of money, savings that you're being pushed to either leave be, okay, will come in handy moving forward or for an investment or a level of comfort. But I also do feel like you're saving your coins, okay, with the saving pennies there. You could be finding money randomly, but I do feel like you're also being reminded that there's somebody in your midst you shouldn't 100% trust or trust at all. It may feel like a bit of a treasure hunt throughout the month for you, where you're moving quite comfortably in a slow manner, and then you stumble upon something you're meant to. I'm hearing, again, save your money. Save your money. The Magician and the Page of Swords. Naturally, this one's coming out here because I do feel like you are learning more about your individual transformation, how things are meant to evolve and develop for you business-wise, job-wise. But I just feel like you're learning more about what you're going through, okay? Learning about yourself through or changing individually through your work. You could even be learning about other people and what they're going through when it comes to the work you produce and develop. But in the center of your reading, you're a manifesting machine at this time. It's part of why you're not super stressed about your money, because you're just simply moving towards what you need to, doing what you need to when you have to, okay? And you're doing it well. I do also feel like Spirit is helping you with what you need or desire at this time, helping that come to be, okay? So their guidance, their work behind the scenes paired with your intuition and your manifestation skills, you're golden, okay? You're golden, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't be strategic all the meanwhile when it comes to habits, spending, stuff of that nature. I'm now hearing we're proud of you, and you'll see why we're proud of you. And I feel like that was coming directly from Spirit for you during the month. But I also feel like there's a level of pride for your work and your growth and your dedication, your determination from your fans. I feel they need to say your clientele, your customers, even I want to say family and friends. People love you is now what I just heard. But I do feel like that, okay, this came out in reverse. I feel like not a lot's coming towards you at a certain point as far as what you desire, but then there are going to be other moments where a lot is coming towards you, okay? But I do feel like you are needing moments of healing energy throughout the month, as I do feel like you could be a healer yourself, or you could feel as if you're attracted to somebody else's healing energy. But I sense that you are being pushed to recognize that you are one wise individual, or to remember that, and that other people are seeing you in a high honored kind of light. Okay, a royal-esque way of being, and just kind of easily doing what you need to do. Okay, don't feel defensive when things feel a little bit rough in energy, or you feel like people are just a little bit negative when you're feeling ultra positive, or just trying to keep things optimistic. I just sense that you need to realize that you're an inspiration in that sense, and not to over contemplate or overthink, or just allow for that defensive way of being to come to the surface. What do we have for the right side? I'm gonna pull right from the middle. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And so I really do feel like this is your vibe as well at certain points when you're in touch with your feminine side, presenting your work, a very humble way about you, but again, very royal, very poised, okay? Confident. And I do feel like there are certain levels of confidence behind the scenes that people don't recognize, or will more so by the end of the month. Okay, allow for oneself to recognize that you deserve more than you've achieved up until this point, and you're gaining some of that throughout the month. Okay, exponential growth and transformation taking place as you manifest more than people would expect. Okay, let's actually pull these down and pull a couple more. I do feel like noise factors will be a little bit annoying at certain points, but I just feel like there's a lot of communication. Once again, things are moving quite quickly. People are inspired. You're even inspired, potentially by your own work, your own words that are conveyed. Okay, yeah, the Three of Swords in reverse just flew onto the ground, and I really do feel like there's a level of healing taking place. You could even be helping other people heal through your work. I'm not going to take that one. But I feel like for whatever reason, you're expecting the best, okay? You're expecting the best, and it's helping you manifest what you desire at this time. And I just feel like whether you're entering a new job moving forward, or you're continuing your current job, even running your business, expanding that, you are, whatever that case is for you, or cases, you're showing people how it's done, and your positivity, your glow, your shine, your star way of being is going to help people do what they do, or it's even going to inspire them to improve, okay? Damn. With the Four of Cups in reverse, there's again a vibe that you're just being pushed to recognize where you fit in, what's for you. I feel like you're very in touch with your intuition at this point. You're very, very intuitive. And so it's this vibe where you're easily able to recognize, that's for me, okay? That's for me. That is absolutely not for me. And I just feel like you're being pushed to enjoy the comforts of where you're at, and don't pay attention to the small discomforts, okay? Or imperfections. But the Page of Cups, you have a lot of options, so that intuition is coming into play throughout the month. But I really do feel as if you are being pushed to recognize your true passion wrapped up with your skill sets, or one specific skill set. I feel like the past, the present, and the future coming into play with those seahorses. And I do feel as if butterflies are coming into play quite heavily, given we started with the butterfly card. But I do feel like you need a bit of a fresh start. And you're thinking about a past fresh start that took place as well. All right. When you present work, it's successful. When you get your voice out there, it's successful, okay? Let people view you in the way they're meant to, as I do feel like your helpful nature is coming into play, and money will start flowing in more and more as the month continues. So let's pull some, if I could even say it, some small money and career cards to wrap up this reading. For Taurus. Okay, new opportunity, absolutely. I'll put this one over here. Life-changing success. I feel like you're manifesting people wanting more. I feel the need to say. What else do we have for Taurus? A golden touch, absolutely beautiful. I feel like a golden voice as well. I just heard the word soothing. What else do we have for Taurus? These ones are not coming out as easily. Okay, standing out, beautiful. That's what we like to hear, making progress. And let's pull one more for the top right, or whatever we get. Okay, I guess we're pulling 3 more. Big money, independent success, and next level success. Absolutely beautiful. It's going to be a great month for you. Hope this was truly helpful, sending you so much love and light and success for your month, and I'll see you next time.